Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I'm presenting the Business Standard newspaper headlines. So, first of all, non-BFSI firms profit shrink for second quarter. Next, Adani aims to tackle debt deadlines with cash private notes. Next, Adani Enterprise to freeze capex in road projects. Next, trusted fact checkers tech measures on board. Next, India may grow 6.2% in FY24. Morgan Stanley. Next, biggest corporate bond deal. HDFC rises rupees 25,000 crore. Next, Air India's mega order could expand to 840 aircraft. Next, Indigo to focus on international growth. CEO Albers. Next, Nestle net profit up 65% at rupees 628 crore. Next, Byju's in talks to raise $500 million has tapped weight trades. Next, labeling of millet-based health products to dictate 5% on nil GST. Then I comes to page number 2 in companies section. Under that, Air India's mega order could expand to 840 airplanes. Next, Akasha to place large plane order in 2023. Next, emphasis in next phase of growth will be international. Next, Vistara to hike salaries of pilot cabin crew by 8% from April. Next, Ambuja declares preferred bidder for Limestone block in Odisha. Next, 92% of recruiters are optimistic about hiring in H1 CY23 finds report. Next, Bharat Forge HAL Inc. pact to make aerospace grade steel allows. Next, Other install over 1000 fast charging grid in 80 cities. Next, Adani Enterprises to freeze capex in new road projects. Next, Indian Oil clarifies on Adani gas deal after public scrutiny. Next, hiring Grant Thornton for audit is a rumor. Next, 5G base to go up to 150 MN by 24 Nokia. Next, try directs telcos to block all unverified telemarketers. Next, mobile user base dips for fourth month in a row. Next, then I comes to page number 3 in companies section. Under that, RE firms missing deadline to be blacklist for 3 to 5 years. Next, easing solar import curves may hinder production firms. Next, Byju's in talks to rise more than $500 MN from TPG to others. Next, Nestle net up 65.5% at rupees 628 crore. Then I comes to page number 4 in economy and public affairs section. Under that, India to grow at 6.2% in FY24. Morgan Stanley. Next, direct to mobile TV trials OTT platform like this year. Next, spike in frauds cost. Sorry, again repeating. Spike in fraud cost insurers $6 annually, says Deloitte. Next, income tax survey at BBC offices on for third day. Next, budget considered external changes also. Sitaraman. Next, center cuts windfall tax on crude oil, diesel, ATF exports. Next, GRAP stage 2 curves kick in as Delhi air quality worsens. Next, low demand for goods from China, other shrinks imports. Next, India rises on OECD index, still ranks 4th from bottom. Next, has services catch up with goods, India need balance. Next, worries persist over FY24 current account balance. Next, then I comes to page number 6 in economy and public affairs section. Under that, center aims to mop up rupees 75,000 crore from senior citizen scheme saving scheme. Next, norms to celebrate endorsements carry the weight of law. Next, F-35 fighters have been discussed since 2010. Next, biggest corp bond deal. HDFC rises rupees 25,000 crore via NCDs. Next, HDFC Bank first private lender to go live on Rupee credit on UPI feature. Then I comes to page number 7 in politics section. Under that, liquidity may veer today neutral after 3 years of surplus. Next, crackdown on cheat fund companies gather pace. Next, projects worth rupees 21 trillion set for FY24 launch. Next, has election nears focus back on tribal communities. Next, then I comes to page number 8 in world section. Under that, air Airbus sees record $4.5 billion profit, target 720 deliveries. Next, Tesla fires workers after launching union efforts. Next, Lufthansa cancel 1200 flight due to airport strikes. Next, Russia surrender Bakhmut has Ukraine sends in troops. Next, US issues declaration on use of AI in military. Next, China Iran call on Afghanistan to end restriction on women. Next, China sanctions Lockheed Raytheon for Taiwan sales. Next, shoot down balloon aimed for Hawaii, US. Next, Hong Kong population drops for third year. Next, 200 MN treated for COVID, says China. Next, US jobless claims data fuels rate hike against Wall Street slides. Next, Lankas to get steady power supply, but tariff rises 66%. Next, Pakistan hikes petrol prices by rupees 22.2 to peas IMF. Next, I want to be human, not a boot. Microsoft's Bing AI is anything but. Then I comes to page number 9 in opinion section under that tapping global trade. Next, confirming compliance. Next, freedom and the big fees. Next, the long run versus the short run. Next, countering non-tariff barriers. Then I comes to page number 10 smart investor section under that global body flags changes to operational independence. Next, MSCI puts of weighting changes for two Adani firms. Next, S&P puts Adani Transmission ESG elevation under review. Next, close on heels of India. US switches to T+1 cycle. Next, markets eke out gains amid volatile trade. Next, PI Industries gain from CSM business margin expansion. Next, FPI backed the right horse outshone retail investors in quarter 3. Next, influential class. Next, mutual fund tax savings scheme for uncertain times. Next, then I comes to page number 11, the smart investor section under that. Insurers stocks may not give cover to investors for now. Next, couples can earn rupees 8 lakh from selective government scheme. Next, then I comes to page number 19, to take section under that. Lithium reserves mine over matter. Next, underdog syndrome. Then I comes to page number 20 in that Project Cheetah, second batch of 12 to be flown in tomorrow. Next, probing every tiger death minister. Next, 70% Indians likely to trust influencers while shopping. ASCI. Next, 380 tiger casualties since 2020. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.